Guys, we just want you to know that we're gay and technology is not in our favor.
Andy bought bad cameras. So.
Bitch, I gathered this podcast. Cheers! Welcome back to Cheers to That podcast with me, Andy.
What the was that? And Willa. What?
I don't know. I'm feeling a little crazy today.
We were feeling cuckoo nuts bananas. We were thinking about filming this yesterday after our amazing Niagara Pride 5K.
Yes.
And I looked you dead in the face and I said, no way,
yeah,
dude.
we said
no
to
way.
be unconscious.
Oh, and I almost fell asleep on the couch. I almost fell asleep in the shower, taking off my makeup. Almost fell asleep.
That's crazy. Wow, we're here. 15 episodes in.
You know, I'm still waiting for us to hit the 20 episode mark because that'll be the same length as we did the lives. Yeah.
Oh my God, and we're going to start past it unless we become enemies.
I think we already are.
That's what's good because we hate each other so much that we're still working together.
You know what? I've always said that, and I've always hated you. I was gonna take backstage footage while filming.
Oh.
Wait, let's get him.
This is why my chair keeps moving because I'm like.
Wait, I got that kick thing. Do it again.
All right,
everyone,
guys,
give it up for the cracked out face of Andy.
Guys, you know what I'm gonna do right up top? Speaking of top, no, I'm just kidding. You know what I'm gonna do right up top? We're gonna promote our shows right up top. Because some of you don't listen to the full episode, probably.
I listened to the full episode.
Okay. So this comes out on the 22nd. Willa will be on vacation.
Oh my God! Thank God. I'll be heading. While you guys are listening to this, I'll be heading down to New Jersey, to Princeton, New Jersey, for reunions.
Oh, I go to Princeton, and I'm Willa to Wisp.
I went. Get your part
I'm
of
going
speech
back
right.
to Princeton because I can't get rid of my younger years.
That's interesting because you really seem to harp on your younger years when you were an alcoholic. So I'm a little confused about that.
Oh, wow. You want to go real deep?
Uh-huh.
You're a
And you got your parents divorced.
Speaking of what we're doing right now, we're talking about haters today.
Shout out to my haters. Ew.
Cheers to
You know what I said?
No.
Fart on the haters.
Anyways, so 522, we're here. We are gearing up for a busy Pride week.
Insane.
So when you're hearing this, this upcoming Monday, you're gonna see this pretty face and that on Daytime Buffalo, Channel 4. We are promoting our shows, which is the Pride Comedy Showcase at the one and only iconic club, Helium Comedy Club.
It's literally not the one and only. That's the thing.
It's a national the one and only iconic comedy club.
That literally infers it's the only Helium Club.
In Buffalo. You didn't
There you go.
listen.
In Buffalo.
All right. So we have 5 local queer comics in Western New York, a drag performance, me, and then this. We are opening the show. Come. It's going to be so much fun. And if you don't come, what are you doing on a Tuesday night? You're homophobic.
No, thank you. And then we have plenty of other events. I have plenty of other events that you can check out on my socials.
Friday.
But this
upcoming Friday. Next Friday.
What are you talking about? Anyway,
Next
Friday
Friday
during Pride weekend, guys. Pride weekend in Buffalo is Crack Tina Dubois, starting on the 30th of May, and going all the way through the 1st of June.
27.
Well, that's the weekend. I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, the weekend Pride kickoff.
The weekend Pride kickoff is crazy. We're doing a Pride event with Dugan and Pulowski.
Yes.
I always forget which order it is. Dugan and Pulowski.
DMP.
DMP. Oh.
DP.
Do they know?
Them.
Do they know?
Gay, yes.
Do they?
Do that? Probably. They are the premier gay attorneys. They are great.
And we're doing a show at Banshee Irish Pub to kick
Downtown
off the weekend, going
Willa's
crazy.
going to be in there, and then I'm going to be tabling with Sober 16.
And you also see
serving
You'll also see amazing performances by Logan Betty, Damsel in Distress, Celery, and Freddie Mercury, of course.
Oh my God. What a cast. We love them.
And then that same night, after we're done at Banshee, I will be strutting my ass over to Underground.
Literally. So if you see a cross-dresser walking down Chippewa, it's
with
Willa
her wig
DeWisp.
off. No wig. Holding it by the strap.
With sweat dripping down her face.
Painting the sidewalk with sweat.
And sweat and shit.
As I walk over to Underground, and then we have our
blue moon.
It's a blue moon show, which means it's the 5th Friday of a month. I believe this time it's either Rebel Moon or Rain. I think it's Rebel Moon because it's been Pride Moon before. It's been Rainbow Moon before. I think we're doing Rebel Moon this month because we're rebelling against this up universe we live in. Yeah,
all the things.
And then on Saturday we have, of course.
Well,
I'll pass it over to you.
Yeah. So Sober 16 will be tabling at the Intersect Festival outside of 26 on Allen. So we'll be there. Come say hi to us. But we have the biggest event of all time. Guys, if you miss this, you are so dumb.
And homophobic. Straight.
Yeah. Straight.
Homophobic and straight.
No, seriously. You do not want to miss this. This is our baby. I've been working on this event for so long. Blood, sweat, and tears.
And he's been annoying as fuck about it.
Yeah, but also it's going to be an incredible show. So you're
welcome.
I
didn't say it wasn't.
You're welcome.
You're
welcome.
I didn't say it wasn't going to be.
The Buffalo Music Awards.
And it will always be
the Buffalo Music Awards. And if you
still can't say why we're saying that.
God, I cannot wait to talk about that on the exclusive
Patreon episode.
Yeah, the Patreon that we don't have, but if you pay us money, we'll tell you.
Yeah, literally.
So Venmo, Willa DeWisp.
Yeah, Miss Willa DeWisp, of course. This is my Venmo. It's the same as all my socials. I gathered my socials long ago, 5 years ago when I started. So
yes, thank you. Yeah, so it is a VMA style drag production. We have 10 plus local drag performers all doing different various pop icons. So it's going to be like the VMAs. Willa and I are going to host it. But it's only the good parts, which is the performances.
Yeah.
And they're all iconic. I listen to them.
Oh yeah, I did too, and really, they're really show stopping. And then I even thought about it because one of the performers who was in the show, JoJo, my daughter, she asked me, "Am I doing her makeup that day?" And I realized I'm gonna end up doing my makeup. That's why I'm not going to Intersect. Well, no. I would love to, but I have to do my makeup, JoJo's makeup, probably maybe Ditsy's makeup, and then meet you at Electric City to do a little dusting, a little dust, as we say,
because we're not gonna go do full drag, but we will be dusted.
We like to get you a little tan, especially with those bright lights on stage. Tan up your face. You are a lobster right now. Do you want to tell the people why you're a lobster?
Because, should we get into it?
No, we'll talk about, let's just finish out the Pride weekend.
Oh, yeah. So then after that, obviously, the after party of the Buffalo Music Awards will be the blackout party at Underground, actually.
A blackout hosted by the one and only Carrie Black,
of course. Yeah, so Carrie's in the show. I actually invited all of the cast to come to the show.
Perfect.
Because we're just going to walk right over to Underground and continue the party. But not too long for me because we have to get up very early.
Very early.
We will be at Buffalo State College for the Pride Parade.
It goes straight down Elmwood Ave, starting at Buff
11,
State. Yeah, starting at 11, starting up at Buff State, down all the way to...
get your f***ing spots.
Well, technically, I guess it goes down to Virginia, but really goes down to Allen.
Yeah, so
and then
it
breaks
ends at Allen.
That.
So get anywhere from Buff State to Allen.
That whole length of it, you will see me walking in a sneaker.
A sensible shoe.
A sensible sneaker.
And not a Croc. And then after the parade, so you'll see us there. I'll have a microphone probably, and we'll just be saying some random shit on the mic. Come say hi to us, or walk with us. You get a free Pride t-shirt. The back designed by Selma Body, myself, and a little help from
the internet.
The internet itself. So
the powers that be.
The powers that be, yes. But then after the Pride Parade, Willa, you want to talk about what you have?
After the Pride Parade, I have this amazing, amazing show that I was asked to be in as part of Drag Me to the Stage, a company directly linked to, of course, the one and only Mrs. Kasha Davis from Rochester, New York.
And RuPaul's Drag Race.
And RuPaul's Drag Race. Both Season 7 and All Stars 8. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, that'll be the event that's finishing it off.
It's really, there's a lot of events going on that Sunday because there is a vacuum of events due to there not being a festival sponsored by a specific place in Buffalo. So the biggest event I would say happening after the Pride Parade is going to be our amazing, huge, wonderful, iconic show at the Seneca Casino, Buffalo Casino downtown, where it will be local Buffalo legends, of course, myself. Merging with RuPaul's Drag Race girls.
Yeah, like that's so iconic.
So let me tell you the names. There is myself, my drag sister Vanadu, my drag sister Winter Storm, Alice Rage, and of course the iconic Freddie Mercury. Those are your Buffalo performers. DJ is Spiky Van Dyke, which is crazy.
I don't know who that is.
Local, or not local, but famous drag king DJ.
Oh, cool.
And then there is 4 RuPaul's Drag Race girls. The 4 are, of course, our local legends, Darian Lake and Mrs. Kasha Davis, of course, our Rochester Divas Down. And then 2 out-of-towners. It is Cynthia Lee Fontaine, who is currently on All Stars 10. She is in the purple bracket, which I believe will be the last of the 3 brackets that goes. So I don't think she will be on the screens yet, but we will see. And then we will have also Mayhem Miller.
Oh.
Yeah, Mayhem Miller is the 4th.
That's from the meme, right?
Oh, yeah, she does the...
Wow, I get to meet a meme star.
I mean, really? Iconic, right?
That's really
iconic. And she was on Smosh. Ooh.
Oh, wow. So then we're going to
Because she's from LA. Because she's from LA. So after the Seneca show, which is going to be amazing. I'm in it. Please come to it. It's going to be awesome. After that show, there are 3 or 4 events going on downtown for late night, like partying after Pride. Let me tell you a little something. The one place that you should be going to if you genuinely support local performance art, local drag, local queer art, is the Underground Nightclub. Our contestants in this current season of Drag Race Underground, colloquially known as Drug, Drug Season 2, is happening. It'll technically be episode Pride, which is the intermission episode. All 10 cast members of this current season of Drug are welcome to come back, and they are going to be your performers that night. You know, I don't know exactly what time we're doing the show, 9 or 10 o'clock or something like that. Yeah. But that's where you need to fucking be. Because if you end up at these other straight clubs where people are putting on shows Pride at events. Places like, and because we don't want to say the names, like where we do have,
and guys, we just want you to know that we're gay and technology is not in our favor.
Andy bought bad cameras. So.
Bitch, I gathered this podcast. All right, what are you cheersing to?
I'm gonna cheers to a cool summer day.
Another weather cheers? No, God, you're so fucking boring.
Okay, first off, literally cheers, hell.
Okay.
Second off, thank you. Second off, no, I'm cheersing because we were at the Pride 5K yesterday.
Pride K?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's a good actually idea.
Yeah.
We were at the Pride 5K yesterday, and Nalea and I were getting ready in...
Another Nalea shout out.
We were getting ready in the Lactorium.
Oh my God, I was so...
I needed to talk about this.
I was waiting for like you to get there so I could like bring you to the room and being like, "Mommy's this way."
I made jokes about it to Ronald. I did.
Did you take a picture?
No, we didn't.
So we had a 5K with Niagara Pride. Shout out Niagara Pride. It was so fun. I emceed and Willa and Nalea were performing, and their dressing room was the lactation room.
Yeah, in N-Triple-Z.
Yeah, in SUNY Niagara.
N-Trip, girl.
So he's
SUNY Niagara, girl. N-Trip.
SUNY Niagara, bitch.
Everyone calls it N-Trip.
Well, you can N-Trip up your ass.
I'm from North Tonawanda. Okay, everyone who goes there calls it N-Trip.
Literally,
Thank you.
This is Tonawanda.
Yeah, and I'm from North Tonawanda. Thank you.
Well, you're trash.
I know.
And I've always said that.
Baby, you could never even be trash. You're so below that. It's actually disgusting. It's actually disrespectful to trash. Anyway, we had this amazing show.
Bitch.
Hold on, let me tell the story. Then
okay, go on.
So Ronald, I can't say his last
name. Oh, I tried to say it on the mic, and
you were so bad.
And I literally right before that, I go, "What's your name? Like, what's
the last name?"
And then he said it, and I said it right on the mic. Totally wrong.
Totally wrong. So Ronald, who runs Niagara Pride, we get there. And he takes me to he's like, I really wanted you guys to have like a room that had space, but also like a sink and a mirror, which is more than a lot of places would give
great.
us, right?
No, they're great.
And it's like, he knows. He's like one of those gays where it's like, He's not just like getting us for the show. He's like, I know that you guys like need stuff. And I'm like, thank you. Because I want like, people don't know this when we're getting in drag. This is just a little bit of a drag sidebar. I'm like,
drag sidebar.
Drag sidebar.
Drag sidebar. Yeah.
Hit the like little
it's like
artsy,
the it's
intro.
like the transition to like at Hannah Montana where it goes
oh
yeah.
So when we're talking about drag stuff, like one of my big things is when promoters and stuff are like, oh yeah, we're gonna put like 6 girls in. We have this like handicap accessible stall. We have like a single bathroom that has to be shared.
It's not even single bathroom.
It's not even
it's a
like
full bathroom.
It's like not even like it's not even yeah, exactly. It's not even like roped off or anything. It's like nope, this is just the bathroom you guys have to share.
This is a public restroom.
I'm like,
here's an open shower for you guys.
This is the thing I don't think that people understand is I could get ready at home. I could like put the body on and everything at home. That's another 30 minutes that you need to wait for me to get there then.
Yeah.
That's also me being uncomfortable and unable to breathe while driving, which my doctors have told me don't do that. My GI doctor.
And it's scary for those who are on the road and they turn
and they're like,
red light and they see a man in a dress.
Scary. You want to talk about? It's giving like Insidious, like when the demon face is behind the guy. Like
no, it's like Smile. It's like
me to the camera.
Oh my god, I tried to smile and my nerves were going like.
So drag queens, like we really need one mirror, one relatively close to full body mirror, so we can look and like get our pads on the right way and get the body shape the right way.
That's what you're paying for. You're paying to look glamorous.
You're paying for me to be like, if you wanted a stripper, I could shave my legs and show up with no body, no pads, no nothing on, and just have my gross open stomach and all this shit.
And according to the Lockport locals, drag is stripping.
Just strippers.
Stripping.
Yeah. Baby, my dick, cock, and balls couldn't be farther
from the outside.
Further from the outside. I'm actually like, they're actually so far away from the outside. I'm actually closer to your genitalia than you are to my genitalia. Yeah. And that's the crazy part that I don't think that people.
Well, I think that's what they're thinking, that the drag queens are gonna fondle.
No, I really the fear that I think they have is they're like, oh, you're showing skin, like you're trying to strip. First off, they think we're trying to strip for children.
Skin. This is this much thick of tights.
Oh. I was like, baby, this isn't skin. This is actually a full couch cushion. You could sit on my leg and I would not feel it.
It is memory foam.
No, dead ass. I mean, if my bag was inside, I would go grab my pad and I would show you what it looks like.
Drag sidebar.
We're drag sidebarring a drag sidebar.
Yeah, we're drag sidebarring a sidebar. Drag is the most disgusting art form.
When I tell you,
they think it's all glamour, and then it's like, and I used to think that too.
Sweaty,
but
I'm disgusting.
Now I'm backstage watching these just animals. Men in wigs. Because it's men usually.
Not always, but usually.
Not always. But I just go, animals, and they just like come out of the fucking.
Take the wig off. It's drip. If I held my wig up like this and I wrang it out, sweat. Anyway, so this is looping all the way back around to our cheers. We were in like an amazing space that they got for us. We were in an amazing space that they got for us. I was able to put my pads on. Like me and Nalea got to like kiki in this little lactation room. It was so nice. And the nice part is that the school wasn't open. Obviously, it was like a weekend and there was nobody there. So it was like we got to like brought our purses outside, but we brought our like actual valuables. But I was like, if anyone wants to steal my drag in the fucking lactation room, go right the fuck ahead. And if you're in the lactation room for lactation purposes and you need to steal something from my drag bag, go ahead. You got a kid to solve for. You got a kid to take care of.
And that is your issue.
And that's your problem. You take care of that.
I've always said that.
So so then we went outside and it was like a brisk 55 degrees. I was like, oh my God.
Now I'm really lactating.
Yeah, now I'm lactating.
Now I got to get back in that room.
It was so cool out and I just got to stand around in my little outfit and just I felt nary a beat of sweat. Because which never happens. Guys, let me tell you.
It's because you sat down during your performance.
Was it you? No, maybe it was Cameron. Hey, Cameron, who was watching me get ready the other day, or was it you? That was like, how many tights are you wearing?
Oh yeah, no,
was that you?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the back when I was passing away.
Andy was like in the back, like helping us get ready at my show on Friday, this past Friday for my birthday show, and he was watching me
out till 1 a.m.
And you were fine.
Did.
And you were fine. And you had, you know what? If Nalea and I had to suffer and get up after 4 hours of sleep, you had to suffer and get up.
And that's not friendship. And that's not friendship.
No, that's not friendship. That's camaraderie.
That's trauma.
That's trauma bonding. And so I was like putting on tights and stuff and all, and brought it over, whatever.
And I see it all the time, but I don't know what it was. I was just counting all the tights that you were
before we
on.
get to like our dumping of haters. That's the like future. That's where
tea.
This is where we talk about a little bit about drag, guys. My routine is as follows. Ditzy, if you could, right here, we'll do the middle shot. Right here. If you could make a list.
Yes, please.
All right. For
one bullet point.
Don't imagine me naked. That's gross. But
we won't.
We're starting with no clothes on, right?
Yeah.
I do a tucking panty, which is a dance belt. That's my first layer. A pair of tights, then the pads, then a pair of tights over that to hold the pads in place. Then my girdle that holds the pads plumped and smoothed out.
Plumped.
And then usually 3 more layers of tights. And then, depending on the outfit I'm wearing, if the outfit covers my midsection, then the outfit. If it doesn't cover my midsection, I put on a extra leotard that looks like skin, and then I put the like 2-piece outfit on. And at some point in this order, I also put my breastplate on. Most likely, most often.
With a ton of baby powder.
So look at all of these things that are on my body.
You have to take all of these off to get to genitals.
And a breastplate. And you have to take all of this off. The amount of skin that I'm showing at any given time is usually from the neck up. No, from here to here with makeup on.
Yeah.
Not even the back of my head because that has a wig.
Caked.
And then sometimes from here to here, sometimes not even all this. Sometimes all this is covered too. I am at most times maybe showing
literally from
4%.
Here down, it's all thick layer of fabric. Thick
layer of fabric. Just saying. That's just my little thing.
And that's directly to the Lockport haters.
And then we pull it all. Yeah, that is directly to the fucking haters. So now we're pulling it all the way back to my cheers about, imagine all of that on my body and I'm outside in a brisk 50, 55
breeze.
I felt like I was in heaven. There was no way I was going to get cold. No. It was like I was the perfect temperature.
And most of the gig was just us hanging out.
Just on a megaphone going, yes,
queen,
can I get a spotlight? Can I get a yes?
You better finish strong, girl. It was so good. I loved it. I love it. Hire us for your 5K.
You got that burp in there.
Thank you. Yeah, now let's get into our dumps. Go ahead. Do you want to just fully dump haters?
Yeah, together.
Okay. Because that's going to be a whole episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, today we are dumping out all you bitches and hoes. And if you're listening to this, you're most likely cool and we love you and be our friend. But if you aren't listening or you're hate watching,
thank you for hate watching.
Yeah, thank you for the stream. We love that. Subscribe to our YouTube. But yeah, no, this is for you because you're a bitch. So let's get into.
I want to give it up for the one. This happened. Was it last year or the year before? I want to give it up to that one lady at the Warren County Pride at Struthers Theater that was outside with that one sign. She was maybe 65, 70 years old. She looked like she was 90, and just to read her a little bit. And she had a little sign that said like something about protecting children. We were at the adults only show. And she was protesting, and it was just her, nobody else.
She's trying to hold up her sign with her brittle fucking bones. She's like, "You faggots!"
Yeah, or that girls' choir that was at or the Rainbow City Pride 2 years ago. God, or last year.
I can't wait to meet all of the protesters because I'm on a mic 2 more times. Lockport Pride. Well, my show, but that's ticketed.
Whatever.
But Lockport Pride, which is also ticketed.
And Pride in the Park.
And Pride in the Park.
Yes, I'm so excited. Wait, did we put Pride in the Park?
3 more times because we got Lockport Pride, Rainbow City Pride, and Pride in the Park.
Yes,
and I'm on the mic.
Excited.
So if you're protesting, just know that you're going to get called out, and I'm going to make fun of your looks.
Oh, please. We must. We must.
Anyways. Back to...
I mean, because you have a lot of, like, some hater stuff to talk about. Yeah. That's just maybe some of my... I mean, we already kind of got into it with talking about the bodies and the Lockport and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, let's get into that, actually.
Because the body thing is crazy.
Yeah. So, again, Lockport, for those of you who don't know, maybe you don't live in Buffalo, is a suburb of the city of Buffalo. And...
Well...
It's far. It's it's like farther out. It's in like the sticks.
Hi, there's only like 3 large cities in Niagara County. It's Niagara Falls, North Tonawanda, and Lockport, pretty much.
So it's not even like Erie County, which is so it's outside of that. So there's not really too much to do over there. Besides obviously hate on drag. And so,
they make it a personality point.
Yeah, so we posted obviously that Lockport Pride. I think this is like it's definitely not their first year doing it. It's either their second to fourth. So it's newer, but they have a free festival for everybody, and then a show at the Keenan Center. Shout out to the Keenan Center for doing this.
That's crazy.
So I was graciously asked to host as Sober 16 with Niagara Pride, the drag show portion at the Keenan Center, which is ticketed. So we posted about it, and God, you know what I've noticed is that like the hater, like if you're a hater of something, you're so much more loud than like the support.
Yeah, it's so vocal.
Crazy. It's like because if you support something, you don't need to like prove it.
No, you
like,
just go and do it.
You just go like,
yep.
Oh, that's nice. But it would be nice for people to like come out and be like, I love this, and just like kind of be more positive on this post. But our event got like so many haters calling us sick freaks, perverts, you know, like just the not knowing us,
the
but
normal
just the ideas of like,
think
like
that's going on.
Someone said, and you can go on the Facebook page if you want. We're not gonna like post about it, but someone said this would be a great military training to drop napalms.
That's crazy.
That's wild. That almost fired me up, and then I realized I'm 33. I'm past the I'm past all of this.
No, because the issue being is that I'm sure there will be security there.
His name is Mike.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I'm sure there'll be security there, but like the thing is
there is
haters will say shit like that and think that it's like okay, and I'm like, you do realize you just threatened people's lives, right? Like regardless of anything, you threaten people's lives.
You're like, no, I didn't directly do
there's
it.
Something
no,
about
yeah,
there's something about them being like, ew, this is fucking gross. I'm like, okay, sure, like that's fine. But then you're like, I've seen people. I can't remember what post it was. It was some sort of post of ours, maybe like forever ago, where we posted it from the news or something, where they were like, like they should really like shoot this place up or something. Yeah. I've seen like those comments and things.
Wild.
They're just. I'm like, are you good?
Yeah,
like are you really like?
Those are the incels.
You're sick in the head.
Those are the.
They're
incels.
sick. The thing is that they're sick in the head.
No, yeah, that's like true mental illness.
They
think that what we're doing is mental illness.
They're like dancing around in a wig, mental illness. They're like me thinking I should
lives.
Me thinking I should napalm a building full of people
with kids in it.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Their big thing is like this thing about children.
Yeah.
And this is where I come in for the hater stuff.
Statistics.
When I tell you, my favorite thing is there are a couple X account Twitter. There are a couple Twitter accounts that are like dedicated solely to every time somebody is caught as like a child predator. And they go like, oh, look, not another drag queen. And they just repost it. They repost like the next thing, the next thing, and the next thing. It's like a Republican senator, a diocese leader, blah, 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 a child or a Christian Catholic child care center or something. Like,
where's the drag queen?
And it's just like, it's never a drag queen because let me tell you what, I've said it before. I say it again. We fucking hate children. We hate children. Even the ones who don't hate children don't love children inappropriately. Yeah. Like, at some point, if my family ever has children, I'll be like, oh, great, I'll be a great uncle. Like, that'll be really fun.
No, I'm
like,
fine with kids.
Like, that'll be awesome
but I don't
if that ever
them.
happens. But, like, when it comes to children in general, I'm like, why are you here? Also, so that's my first point. And my second point is, I don't get this fucking concept that that when they see drag, they are immediately... I don't get it because it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to them because they're psychotic. And I can say that I'm a psych PA. They are connecting. Delusional thinking is what it is. They're directly making connection between drag and stripping, which is not
Let's go back to the amount of skin that's actually showing.
It's not innately connected. No. If you come to a show downtown, a nightclub show, and there is some stripping happening during the number,
or burlesque
that's because
vibes.
We're at the show.
Yeah.
At a nightclub downtown,
21 and up.
21 and up, even 18 and up,
yeah.
21 or 18 and up, depending on the show, and we're serving content for the appropriate age group. Yes, of course. However, the same is said about age appropriateness for any type of performance art. So when you go to Cirque du Soleil and the show is all ages, that's because at Cirque du Soleil, they're not pulling their titties out. They're jumping up and down on trampolines and doing some crazy shit in performance, and you love it. Okay, great.
But let's just say more skin is shown during those shows than a drag show.
And so when they have this issue with the idea of there being drag even available for children to look at. I look at them and I go, okay, so you've taken your kids to a football game where cheerleaders have their actual pussies and vaginas out.
Yeah,
actual
literally.
booty holes out.
And then the guy, if there's guys on the team, are putting their hands up the skirts and onto the asses of
and
the
they're probably
cheerleaders.
gay.
And
So
they're
you're
probably
watching gay guys lift
Yeah.
like women, scantily clad
fingering
women. And then my next step above that is then I just recently saw on a friend's like Facebook like a story, he was at like his niece's, the straight guy was at his niece's dance recital, and I'm like, they're in leotards. I have less skin out than these 7-year-olds. My thing is that you guys just don't like queer people. You just don't like.
Let's just say that
you refuse to acknowledge
what it is.
Like, you understand that movies have ratings. You understand video games have ratings. You understand that shows in general, TV shows have ratings. The same could be said for live entertainment. Just like shows that are live entertainment don't innately have like a stamp from like the CD or the FTC, is it? Freaking FCC.
Friggin'.
They don't have that stamp of like M for mature, T for teen, E for everyone.
They can't fathom the levels of it. And these are the same people that have, though, they're always going to have a problem.
Yes, because
they're always going to contradict themselves too. Because like, my dad at one point, he looked at J-Lo, her halftime performance, and you know, when she performed with Shakira, there was so much Fox News stuff about them being so scantily clad and like all of their like, showing too much skin and like they're like, so many people watch this and blah blah blah, and like our kids are watching this football game and blah
the
blah.
Cheerleaders have this look exactly the same.
This is this, but these are the same people that are gooning over J-Lo on another day. They're like, oh, she's so hot, or talking about women in a derogatory way.
So I'm pretty sure they had like tights on.
No, but that's
because they always
and
do.
they just had like leotards.
Most performers, I don't know if you know this. Most of us don't want our pussy cock and balls to fall out.
I don't want the same people that are doing this. Do not fucking go at a public pool and wear a swimsuit.
Yeah,
I don't want you to be. I don't want you showing skin.
I better
you
see
fucking
you
whore.
in 1920s bathing suit rompers,
Yeah.
like to the knee,
swim
up
cap,
past the arm,
big.
Because it's inappropriate. You're at the beach in front of children.
You're in front of children, bitch. So
That's
I'm gonna call you out, you fat pig.
Because like when I'm like putting my body on, it is in an attempt to then make fake skin, like a fake body shape with fake skin. So I understand that, like, yeah, that's the simulation that we're going for. My issue is then when you say that the show is family friendly, I am going to do a couple things. I'm going to roll my fucking eyes that I'm involved in a family-friendly show because I'm annoyed.
Don't say that because...
No, shut up. Let me speak. I was speaking, thank you. I'm going to roll my eyes that I'm at a family-friendly show because that's really going to limit the song selection I have. And when I hear family-friendly, I as myself, as Willa, really pare down my song selection. I'm going to go for songs that maybe don't even, like, they don't have nary a swear word in them. Not even a simple one like...
That's the second time you said nary.
Not even like shit. Or like, I really try to do them with they don't even say bitch.
Oh
really?
My God, well, of course.
No, I'm not talking like the hard swear words that nobody wants to hear, like pussy, cum, boots, boots. And I'm really going to look at it and I'm going to be like, okay, great. It's a family-friendly show. I'm going to have to go to like, I guess I'm going to look at musical theater numbers that are like acceptable, Disney numbers that are acceptable, maybe Nickelodeon, some Nickelodeon songs that are acceptable. Who's like Adele, Taylor Swift, like these basic,
Taylor Swift
like
is a good one.
Basic pop white bitches, pretty much, and that's really limiting my choices. Then I roll my eyes, but I say, yeah, it's for the children. We're gonna make it at least family friendly enough because, and the likelihood that there's more than actual children there is low. The likelihood that there's the whole audience is children, very low.
Yeah.
When it's family friendly, it's probably like some 16-year-olds who really like are already queer. And they just like want to see queer art, which is what yesterday pretty much was for the Pride. There were some like middle schoolers there, but they're like very queer middle schoolers, and they like know what's going on, and it was already family friendly. And then were maybe like some small children, maybe 4 that I saw the whole day yesterday.
Oh yeah,
and they don't give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. We're like dancing. I'm like dancing. I'm doing my hard dance moves. I'm hanging from a tree in LA, and I hung from a tree.
Almost breaking the tree.
I literally broke a stick off the tree because I was trying to flip over. It was a stick. It was a dead piece of the tree. I basically kicked off and everything.
All right, we gotta go to break. And we're back.
We're so back. Okay, so this is my in conclusion statement. In conclusion, if you are a person out in the world who dislikes drag and queer art, and you have some opinions about it, I want you to do a couple things for me. I want you to first look yourself in the mirror and really recognize whether or not you hate the fact that it's art, or is it because it's queer, or is it because of some other reason? If you don't like live performance, great, whatever, who cares? If you don't like dancing and singing, great, who cares? If you prefer some other art form, great, who cares? If you're looking at it and you're like, I think that this is inappropriate at any way, shape, or form, or any time, I really want you to look at yourself and say, why is it inappropriate? If you're the type of like crazy, psychotic, religious person who is like, all stripping is bad, regardless of gender, all stripping is bad, or all dancing is bad, all exotic, like erotic, anything is bad, I can't help you. There's no help for you.
You're done.
If you're looking at it because you hate queer people, but you're okay with certain things like cheerleading, gymnastics, diving, swimming, floor routines, what should I say? Anything that has scantily clad women in any way, shape, or form, you hate queer people.
Yes.
You do. And if you don't, if you won't recognize that, then I also can't help you either. And so I can't help you if you won't recognize that you dislike queer people to some point. That's how I feel about your brother. If your brother doesn't want to see drag related things, I'm like, sorry, you are homophobic. Yeah. There is a piece of you that is either transphobic, homophobic, or queerphobic.
And you have to like look
and you have to understand
inward.
that. I'm sorry, but you need to recognize what's wrong with you and why you dislike that, and really recognize it. If you're okay with the fact that you are homophobic, queerphobic, or transphobic, can't help you. I can't help you. If you're cool with that, whatever. If you feel disdain from getting that title from me or from somebody in the community,
it's like when
if you want to stand up for yourself, okay, great. So you need to realize your actions are that. Your actions are queerphobic.
If you're not that, then okay, change it.
And at the end of so that's to the people who just need to recognize what the fuck is going on. Yeah. And then I really think that my last statement is that all of those things I've just listed, dancing, swimming, diving, gymnastics, etc., cheerleading cheerleading and live performance by cis women are probably my two biggest things. If you look at those and don't have a fucking problem with them, but then you look at drag queens who are already under 1,000, 2,000% times more scrutiny than the other things that I've just listed, then you like the problem isn't the scantily cladness. You don't care if a 6-year-old boy sees a cheerleader. You don't care if a 6-year-old girl sees a gymnast. You don't care. You actively do not care. What you care about is that they are seeing queer people doing queer art.
No, what they care about, because they're simpler than that, they care that it's a man dressing up as a woman.
Yes, that is
they
also
don't understand that women do drag and all that shit.
You don't even understand the nuances of cis women doing drag.
You don't even know what drag is.
Yeah. They don't understand the idea of cis women doing drag queenness. They don't understand cis men doing like drag kings.
Yeah.
You know, and we have all of these different versions in Buffalo specifically. Like we have I can name people who fit into all the different categories. And my issue is that if you are somebody who likes drag and finds it acceptable from a nightclub standard, because I'm sure I have people from high school and stuff. I've had a few of these conversations with some of the people from high school who are maybe acquaintances or adjacent friends of mine who love my drag, but then they're like, I don't know if I want like children around that. I'm like, first off, okay, don't bring your kids around.
Don't bring your kids to a 21 and up club.
That's like, first off, that obviously don't bring them. Right? I don't fucking want them there. The bar doesn't want them there. You don't want them there. We're all on the same page about that.
Yeah, don't worry, we don't want your kids.
I had this conversation with somebody about Pride specifically. That they were like, I don't know if they want to go to Pride. Pride, for the most part, in most places, especially I guess in Buffalo specifically, is pretty much all ages.
Yeah,
there are some Pride festivals in other parts of the world that are not.
They don't. You know what they don't.
Folsom Street being one of them.
Yeah, like Chicago.
Market days in the and then Folsom Street in San Francisco. But
if you educated yourself, you would know what those things are, and you would go, "I'm not going to bring my."
You're like, I wouldn't even go to that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Too much for me.
Girl, too much.
I mean, I kind of want to see it, but anyway.
I just want to be like,
I want to be like, yeah.
interesting that we're doing that.
We are sucking dick in the middle of the street. Okay.
On a float. Crazy.
No, but for Buffalo Pride even, or just Pride in general, people that really haven't experienced it, they go, I just don't understand why it has to be so sexual.
Let me tell you something. The person I'm referring to is a queer man who for the longest time was being queer with me, who then has children and has only recently come into his internal queerness, but not an external representation of it. So it's like what he likes. Yes. Well, first off, it's a lot of internalized homophobia and externalized, homophobia being implanted into, from his community.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're okay with what you do. He's come into his own in terms of being understanding.
To your own.
Girl, don't play. And he's a bottom. Don't play. And when we get to the point of like talking about Pride, he is like, oh, my baby mama wants to take the kids to Pride. I just like don't know if I feel comfortable with that. I'm like,
why?
Yeah,
let's just say why.
And then it was like the thing about like he's like, I don't know, I just feel like it's like kind of like hypersexual. And I was like, well, here's my picture from last year.
Have you been to Buffalo Pride?
Here's my Pride pics from the last 3 years. Let me tell you, does any of this look inappropriate walking down the street? We all look like clowns. I
think there's maybe one float in the Buffalo Pride that may be a little bit, tiny bit sexual.
Well, there's burlesquers.
Well, no, but that's not even it, because like that's not even what I'm referring to. But I just like there might be. No, I don't know like a specific one. But I'm saying,
maybe.
Like, just like out of all of the floats, there's probably maybe a total of one float that could be like taken as like, oh, there's a guy in a Speedo just like dancing.
And usually those are just gay cis men dancing in Speedos.
Yeah.
For fun.
And it's like people wear Speedos at the pool.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're dancing like a girl. Like,
anyway, so I'm just mad about
to the haters,
haters,
we tell you
die. Anyway,
but if you want to change your mind,
if you change your mind, follow your podcast. Ask me questions about what child drag looks like, what child appropriate drag looks like.
How about
and
ask
I'll tell
some
you.
Fucking questions. Stop judging before you know anything.
If you want to know why here, we'll make the clip. Here, this will be a clip. We'll do it right now.
Okay.
Hey haters. Hey people who don't think drag is an all ages type of art form. Let me ask you a question. Have you talked to a drag queen about children? Have you talked to them about child-friendly shows? Have you asked them what type of numbers they would do at an event that is all ages? My response, probably Disney. If I'm forced to be in a child-friendly environment, I'm going to end up doing Disney. I'm going to wear one of my like 6 ball gowns that is full coverage pretty much. I'm probably not going to wear my fake breasts. I'll probably wear just like a bra and stuff it with some tights or something. And I'll either sing something that's child-friendly or I will sort of prance around like Rapunzel or something. That's what's going to happen. And the fact that you won't gather that, but you will gather that when it's put as a rating on a movie, you have the disconnect. You don't understand. You have the problem. So I encourage you to leave a comment and ask questions in the chat here. But yeah, re-examine your life. Thank you.
Okay, and now I'm gonna do a clip. Okay. All right, and my clip is this.
We're doing clips.
Hey haters, this is Andy, and I'm specifically talking to those in suburban. Is that a word?
Suburban.
Hold on, scratch this.
Miller feel more suburban.
Keep this in, but scratch that. Wait, what is it? Suburban?
Who live in suburbs or are suburban?
Suburban? Jesus Christ. I am a city bitch.
You're an urban bitch.
Hey haters. This is Andy, and what I have to tell you is fuck, I just lost my train of thought. I know, hold on.
Me when I went like this in the video and I went
I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot. Wait, hold on.
It's the sunburn.
All right, hold on. Hey haters, this is a message directly to you. If you preach that you think drag queens or queer people are perverts, freaks, we're here to get your children, we are an abomination, but then you have the audacity to comment on on an all ages drag show post that you want us to die, I think you need to re-examine your life because you're done. That is not a clip. Honestly, just go fuck yourself. How about that? Anyways,
let's talk about your hate.
yeah, let's talk about my
a very specific thing that happened today.
So, God, we are so on topic with what happens in our day-to-day lives because the one time I got a crazy message, we talked about the audacity of gay men, and now this time I got a message, and we're talking about haters.
Well,
So,
we did base the whole episode around this.
yeah, we based a whole episode around this. So, okay. So, as you know, Sober16 is an inclusive events company that I started because I don't drink, and I started this, and it's grown into this inclusive events company for everyone, whether you drink or not, blah, 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 blah. You know, you've watched the podcast.
Girl, you done been new.
Yeah, you know. So, I got, today I was just, getting ready to come over here for the pod, and I got a story mention from a absolute rando that I've never met in my life, of a story that says it's a picture of that one girl with the buck teeth, that meme where it goes like, she's like that blonde girl in the car seat, and it says, when at Sober16 is not as sober as y'all think. And then it has an emoji of a snowflake, a credit card, and a pig's nose. You can guess what that means. And then it says, hey, let's offer a glass of juice for $12. Don't worry, we have straws, and it says the snowflakes again, in the back. In the famous words of Bianca Del Rio, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Which I think someone said that way before that she said that. So it's not famous from Bianca Del Rio. So that's alluding to the fact that I do cocaine, and I offer mocktails for $12. Both of those things are a crazy fabrication and lie. Literally one. This is directly to the gay in Buffalo whose boyfriend is a drag queen that is very problematic and is probably just very butthurt that they're not getting booked. Anyways, so one, no one has ever bought a mocktail from Sober16. That's not something that we offer. So I do not sell mocktails for $12. And you can tell anyone that's tasted a mocktail from Sober16 because we do batched mocktails that an organization would buy, and I give them out for free to the guests. Like, they're not paying for it. The organization is. They're actually very good using non-alcoholic spirits. So literally shove that up your ass.
Clock.
And then second, this nose has never seen cocaine, bitch. The only thing that's ever been up this nose is my finger and a COVID test.
Clock. That was fierce.
I know.
I mean, I've had Flonase up my nose. I've had Afrin up my nose.
Yes.
Afrin is so good, but don't overuse it because you'll get rebound.
Yeah. Literally nothing else has been up my nose. Maybe a tissue if I had a bloody nose or something.
Did you ever get like an M&M or a Skittle stuck up there?
No, I'm
when
not
you were
a freak.
When you were a kid, I think I was the one with the Skittle. My sister was the one with the M&M.
Anyways,
that seems really correct for me and my sister.
Yeah. So I messaged them and said, we'd love to know what you're referring to. Hasn't responded back. So you know what?
Love.
This is to that hater. Don't know who you are. And if all you need to do is spread fucking lies on
fallacies.
the internet. This is the thing.
Rumors and fallacies.
So I was going to my initial gut reaction is always to repost it and say something funny. But then I just go, I am so on a vision and a path of what I'm doing that this person obviously doesn't even know who I am. And they just want to start shit. If you're starting shit with a local company in Buffalo, New York, that is literally trying to build up the queer community, you have mental issues. Like, you need to go to
mental
a therapist.
illness. You that video?
No. You need to go to therapy. I feel bad for you because, like, I really think that, like, you and your partner, like, literally have nothing better to do because you're not getting booked. So, like, you're really just sitting around doing nothing. And you have to just, like, start shit with people that, like, I just always get, like, pissed off not at the action. I just kind of
Get the absurdity of it.
I just can't wrap my head around, like, why someone would care to, like, post something that's an actual lie. Like, this person wrote that out, like,
and thought they
said
did something.
I do cocaine. I'm like, this, and why I got so mad initially was, like, this brought me back to high school. Like, when I started smoking weed in college or senior year, someone in my chorus spread the rumor that I was selling weed. I go, bitch, I barely know how to buy weed.
You're like, girl, what?
I smoked it maybe like 5 times at that point. Like, I'm like, I literally don't even know where you even get weed.
Can I tell you, the only people that I know that have cocaine are the people that I know that do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know where to go.
And I have.
How does one?
I had
wouldn't
a
even know how to
deviated
find
septum. I would never.
My
ruin.
sinuses. Could you fucking imagine?
If
no.
I was and it's just not a good look for me to.
Wait, haven't we talked about? Have we not discussed
God.
the insanity that is the girls going to afters? And I'm like, just go home.
Yeah.
If you're tired and you go to the afters to do cocaine,
I have to do cocaine to stay up. It's like then I think we're warped here.
Girl,
like we're
go
warped.
to bed. When guys, you know us. When we go,
guys, you know
no,
us.
you know us. At the end of the gigs, what are we doing? Going home. Going home. I don't even stay. Tonight's my tomorrow's my birthday. When we're filming this, tomorrow's my birthday. There's drug season 2 tonight. I'm going to the episode. I might go to 26 with the girls afterwards, only because I don't have work in the morning because I took off. But even then, I might go. I think I'm gonna go home.
I don't like my bed.
I kind of want to get this shit off my face and go to bed.
Yeah, I'm sweating. I just don't. Yeah, I cannot fathom the fact that people just sit there and know it's a lie because you obviously deep in your brain you don't know if I do cocaine or not. So I think they just want to
accept it. They think that that's the truth.
No, I don't even think that they know. They know it's a lie because where would you get that information
from? Somebody who says I
saw Andy and his big red nose.
His big sunburned nose doing 6 lines of coke.
He was in the back of fucking...
Where would we have even been?
I don't even know.
What would this even be in reference to? This person has never been backstage at a Sober and Six show.
I'm getting hot because it just makes no sense. So you know what? You can choke. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And you know what? Cheers to that.
Cheers to bitches choking.
I can't even do so. I dabble in THC products like THC seltzers,
and then are they CBD gummies?
Little gummies. No, they have THC in them. Some of them have CBD. But if you know me, if you're my actual friend, you know that I cannot even take a fourth of a 5 milligram.
No, it's literally so funny. But when I tell you, this boy opens up his little canister with his gummies, and I watched him go like this. He takes it and he goes.
I eat. Like the
Squidward with the lettuce.
I think it's SpongeBob.
No, isn't it Squidward who eats the lettuce or something?
Who eats the lettuce, guys? Put it in the comments.
Wait, Ditzy, put the meme up right here.
Yeah.
I'll find it for you. I'll send it to you right now.
Well, I go, and then I go, ooh, that was too big. It literally so you think I'm doing that? And
it is Squidward. It is Squidward.
Oh, okay. And you think I'm doing that? And then I'm done. Then I'm doing cocaine, bitch. The only coke I'm doing is Coca-Cola.
Diet, specifically.
Diet. Clock that soda.
Hold on, I need to I'm gonna
God, you know what?
Wait, I need to find the picture.
Okay, can you do that after the pod?
No, I'm doing it right now. Keep talking.
You know I can't talk while you're on your phone.
Yes, you can. You're a good girl. You can do it.
All right. So that's my one hater for today. I just feel like you should get a life, get a job, and stop being jealous.
And maybe try a mocktail or two.
Try a mocktail. I feel like Yeah, like come join. Like I'm not even like mad. I just kind of feel bad. Like I, like I understand haters. Like I get it because you're just like a young-minded, like small-minded person. But like you hopefully will grow out of that and become a better person. But right now it's highly unlikely. Because if you're able to go on your social media and tag someone and say they do cocaine, that's crazy.
Self-examination.
Yeah.
This is reminding me of when that one person on that one post was like, I wish I could go to these things, but I can't go to gay boy things. Do you remember that post that they put on this Open 1-6 thing about this looks really fun. I just feel like I wouldn't be invited to it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a queer woman. And we're like, this is for everyone.
Yeah.
There are plenty of our queer female friends and queer non-binary friends who are at the shows.
And if you even look at the social media, like we just
does this look like a gay circuit party like cruise?
Yeah, like it's not.
This isn't a men's only
exclusive.
This isn't a men's only campground. They have a lot of those gay campgrounds. Like this is all inclusive, baby girl, baby Tiana. Some of the people who help you most readily are your straight cis. Like friends.
I don't have
friends.
I don't even hire gays.
Oh God, I would never.
I'm just kidding.
Hire
I hire them for
people?
performers, but they're not getting hired for
to do math.
To do like business.
Never.
Some of them are, but this
Kyle
also
knows how to do math.
This also reminds me of that one hater that we had on the one post, the one event that we did, Miss Nicki Minaj night. And we had a hater that, again, this is the same mental illness though.
Mental illness.
Literally
it's making
stuff up. So I had a Nicki Minaj night where we had a full drag cast of Willa, and we had
it was JoJo Winter, Mix,
Karina,
and Karina. Mix Per, right?
Per, yeah. So 4 out of 5 performers were people of color,
and specifically, I'm Puerto Rican.
Yep.
So then 3 of the 5 people were African American people. Yeah. I'm half Puerto Rican, which is whatever, and then Karina's white. But
and of course, you
need to know this context.
Also, we need to know that context because we got a post that basically it was someone who like loves Nicki Minaj so much that feels entitled and posted on their social media that we only hired white people to be in this cast, which completely was not true because with the announcement post, you saw the cast.
Yeah.
And they even said like, oh, after like this, we added black people after the announcement was made.
Yeah. And we're like,
I'm like, no.
I was like, what?
No.
This was completely unhinged thinking. Because
crazy.
This was like we were not only were we being socially conscious about the people who would be most readily important for this type of show.
Yeah.
We also booked people we knew liked those performers. Was JoJo in it too? Or is she now Nicki?
No. She wasn't in the first one.
Okay. But we picked.
The first thing was who loves Nicki Minaj, and then I picked out of that, and it happened to be a very diverse cast.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, this is great. Like, let's go.
And then it ended up being like, it's the crazy that it's like, hey, look at the post. Clearly, that we didn't hire all white people, and then like, oh, you added them afterwards. Unhinged thinking.
And you know what?
Because then if you ask those performers, we showed the performers that stuff like that they said, and they were like,
what?
Like, what kind of cracked out? And they knew this person, and they were like, she's insane.
Yeah, and this all of this comes down to haterisms, and literally another example of someone who just is pissed that they're not involved in what we're doing and is lashing out because they didn't get booked for something. And I go, one, we've never chatted.
Never.
And I don't know.
She's never been to a show of yours.
I never see you out. I don't know you. You tried to do a Nicki night on your own and spelled her name wrong on the main flyer. What the fuck? Craziness. So that being said,
I don't even know how to wrap that up.
Cheers to the haters.
Yeah, honestly, we are cheersing to the haters. Hit the track. Cut the track.
So, I mean, and the thing is like, we are very like nice people, I would say. Like, I really
We try to be.
like. Do you tell the viewers how nice I am? Be real,
Guys, let's just talk about us together. Let's talk about us together.
Wait, we have 2 minutes.
We have 2 minutes. So before we go, let me just tell you
No,
something.
you say how nice I am.
No, we're not doing that.
What?
I'm not going to tell them how nice you are because we're just going to talk about like we're going to talk the real, honest, to goodness truth. We are just people. We are nice. We are kind. We throw parties. We have a good time. You can ask any of our friends. You can even ask random people
That have
who have
been to
messaged me
events or just
about
know us in
drag or
passing.
like want to know about events or blah, 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 whatever. Like
We're here to
just
have a
here.
good time.
I don't think about these people.
Yeah.
I'm
The
too
thing
busy. Excuse me, I'm too
We're
busy.
both throwing up.
I'm too. This Zevia has got me. My gas is flowing.
Zevia. No,
I don't have
we
time to
are
think
too-
about people.
We are too like busy on what we're doing to worry about all this like extra noise, and it's so low level because we are just like I'm a small events company in Buffalo, New York.
I do
like,
drag in
I'm
Buffalo,
not,
New York.
We have. I mean, I know that we have the #1 podcast in America, and we are critically acclaimed and a New York Times best listening podcast. But but like if you're coming for us, we're nothing.
Do something.
Do
else.
something better.
Play a video
Come
game.
for like someone that has like something to offer you.
Play a video game.
But yeah, like,
read a book.
Masturbate. Like I don't know.
Stone a shoe.
Stone a shoe. And you know what? Stone a shoe.
I'm gonna go. I need to stone my. I need to finish stoning my other shoe.
Yeah, no, we are just like people that are just trying to have a good time, and if you want to be involved in that, great. Have a good time with us. Be our friend. But if you don't want to be involved in that, kick fucking rocks.
That was crazy. But my shoe flies off, hits the camera.
And you know what? Cheers to fucking that.
Guys, I really don't know how to end this episode. I mean,
I
we already
know.
talked about our events. We have tons of events coming up, so definitely check the
follow
calendar.
us on Instagram. Comment on this fucking YouTube. Like, just like engage with our content so that we can become famous and then hate on us.
No, guys,
God,
you have to.
You're doing it backwards. You're
Actually,
hating on us when we have nothing.
I would also just
No one's
prefer
gonna
to
see your hate comment.
Honestly, if you're gonna hate on us, just instead of posting about it like on your story, can you just do it on a comment? Because at least in a comment, it's engagement.
Yeah, no, please. I mean, at least engage.
We have to
with
find
our
some way to pay
posts.
Ditzy for all this editing.
Yeah. God, we have bills to pay, bitch. Engage with our fucking content. All right, so I'm at Mr_Mocktail.
I'm at Miss Willa DeWisp. Ew.
At Sober16.
At CTT Pod.
And that's the episode. See ya, haters.
Bye, haters.
Fuck you.
Hate you, flops.
I
Never
hate-
loved you, flops.
Yeah, you guys suck. Oh my god, I'm so late for dinner.
Oh my god.
I'm supposed to be at my Mother's Day dinner in 4 minutes.
Let me just tell you
And
something.
we're still recording.
And let me just tell you something.
And it's 13 minutes away.
Cracked.
Honestly, Mom, I love you.
Hi, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, Mom. When you see this, it'll be 2 weeks late, but happy
And Mom,
Mother's Day.
don't be a hater.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was good.
Wait, that was kind of cunt.
Wait, great.
Anyway, cheers.
Cheers to that.
I just flung shit all over the place. Hi, Ditzy.